The Show Tools button is the second button in the NavigateLA ribbon. It opens the Tools panel, which consists of navigation tools and draw tools. In this video, we'll review the draw tools. The previous video explores the navigation tools, so make sure to check it out. The Draw Tools tab contains tools for adding or editing markups and text on the map. The Draw Point tool places a point on the map with a single click. By default, the point is drawn with an orange fill and a green outline. You can change the style by clicking on the Change Markup symbol icon, also known as a color palette. The styling options in the palette will vary depending on the active markup. For point symbols, you have the option to style both the outline and the fill, including color, opacity, line thickness, and point style. Point style includes options for changing the point from a default circle to a cross, a diamond, a square, a flag, a pushpin, a traffic cone, or a traffic barrier. Solid lines are the default style for point outlines, but it can be changed to one of several dash dot patterns. Before we continue, it should be mentioned that a markup style cannot be changed once it's placed on the map. Therefore, make sure to select your styling options beforehand. You'll still have the option to move, resize, reshape, and rotate markups using the Edit Markup tool, which will be discussed later. The Draw Polyline tool lets you draw simple or multi-segment lines on the map. Just click on the map to add vertices, and double-click at the end of your line to complete the polyline. The Draw Freehand Polyline tool also lets you draw lines on the map, but in a more fluid manner, similar to a pencil. Click where you want to begin, hold down the mouse button, and begin to draw. You can release the mouse button when you're finished drawing. The Draw Polygon tool lets you draw polygon shapes on the map by adding vertices to create the boundaries. Make sure to complete the polygon by double-clicking at the last vertex. The Draw Freehand Polygon tool also lets you draw polygons, but freehand. Click where you want to begin, hold down the mouse button, and begin to draw. Release the mouse button when you're finished drawing. The Draw Box tool lets you draw a box on the map. Just click and drag the shape on the map and release the mouse button when done. The Open Shape options is a small arrow next to the Draw Box tool. Click on it to reveal additional shapes that you can place on the map, including a circle, a triangle, an ellipse, and an arrow. All of these shapes can be added to the map the same way as the Draw Box tool, by click dragging the shape across the map and releasing the mouse button when finished. The Add Text tool lets you add text on the map. First, enter your text in the text box and select the font size. Next, click on the map, hold down the mouse button, and drag a line in the direction and orientation you want your text placed. Release the mouse button when finished. The Create Buffer tool creates a buffer, also known as a radius circle, around the map feature or markup. First, enter the buffer distance and units. Next, choose the buffer type. Select if you want to buffer a single markup, all markups, or a selected feature. Lastly, press the Create Buffer button. Buffers can be removed using the Erase Markup tool or Remove All Markups button. The Edit Markup tool lets you move, resize, reshape, or rotate your markups. To resize a markup, click and drag any of the outside square handles. To reshape a markup, click and drag any of the round vertex points. To rotate a markup, use the extra square handle at the top of the feature. To move a markup, click on any part of it that is not a handle nor a vertex, and then move it to a new location. When you're done editing, click off the feature or press the Escape key to deselect it. The Erase Markup tool removes markups from the map with a single click. Use it cautiously when removing overlapping markups, as it may accidentally delete the wrong one. To remove a text markup, click on the bottom left corner of the text. Images such as JPEG are also considered markups and can be added to the map and edited. The Remove All Markups button removes all markups from the map with a single click. We've covered all of the tools in the Navigation Tools tab. If you forget how to use any of them, click on the Tools Help button on the top right corner of the panel to see a description of each. We hope this video was helpful and informative. If you'd like to submit a comment or question or report a problem, feel free to contact us at the email shown on the screen: eng.navsupt@lacity.org. Thanks for watching.